Hi everyone, Emily Teacher here again, and today we're reading Harbor Seals. Because they live in close proximity to the shore, harbor seals are a familiar sight along the New England coast. You may have to look closely to see them because of their coloring provides them with a good camouflage. Their gray and black molted coats are hard to see against the seaweed-covered rocks on which they spend most of their time. During the winter months, they inhabit the waters around Cape Cod and along the Massachusetts shoreline. Their dense fur and thick layer of blubber keep them so well insulated that in summer they seek the colder waters of Maine and the Atlantic provinces of Canada. So we're learning about harbor seals here. Harbor seals are found along the east coast, so on the eastern shoreline of United States, and sometimes even up to Canada. These seals have really good camouflage, so if you're looking at the rocks on the shoreline, it's really hard to tell if it's a rock or if it's a harbor seal just laying and getting some sun. So let's learn more about these harbor seals. Harbor seals are equally at home on land and in the water. As the tide ebbs, they climb onto rocks along the shoreline. They return to the water at high tide to forage for crabs, fish, and squid. Harbor seals may seem lethargic as they lie basking in the sun, but actually they are replenishing their blood supply with fresh oxygen. Whether hunting for food or escaping from sharks and killer whales, harbor seals burn up oxygen rapidly when they are in the water. So while harbor seals like to spend time on the rocks and in the water, when they're in the water, they are being more active. So they have to move a lot, and the oxygen level in their blood can go down very quickly. So when they're on the rocks and laying around and getting sun, that's them filling back up their blood supply with fresh oxygen so that they can go back into the water later. Because of their sleek bodies and powerful rear flippers, harbor seals can swim up to 15 miles an hour. They can also maneuver swiftly. They use their front flippers to brake and steer, so to stop and to turn. Their excellent eyesight is necessary for survival. Harbor seals must watch for predators in the murky New England waters. Healthy harbor seals that stay out of harm's way can live for 30 years. So the New England waters are very murky. They're very hard to see what's in there. But these harbor seals have to be looking for the predators, the animals that want to eat them all the time. So they need really good eyesight. An adult harbor seal weighs over 200 pounds and eats up to 20 pounds of fish a day. This makes the seals unpopular with those who fish for a living. In fact, seals were so unpopular in the 1800s that the state of Maine offered a bounty of $5 for every harbor seal killed. Then the Marine Mammal Protection Act of 1972 made harbor seals a protected species. The act was updated in 1994. It is now against the law to kill, capture, or harass them in any way. Female harbor seals give birth in late May and early June. Newborn pups weigh about 20 pounds. They feed on their mother's milk until they are weaned at about 6 to 8 weeks. Within hours of being born, they are able to swim and are completely at home in the water. Young seals stay close to their mothers. The mothers keep a wary eye on them until they are able to take care of themselves. So harbor seals make very good mothers, right? They take care of their pups or their babies. They feed them until they're up to maybe 8 weeks, and they stay close to them, making sure that they're safe and don't get into trouble. Some seals who run into problems can be seen by visitors to the New England Aquarium in Boston. Sick or injured seals that could not survive in the wild are brought there for medical treatment. They are kept in a holding tank outside the building. Once restored to health, the harbor seals are released into the ocean to enjoy its limitless freedom, but also to face whatever dangers lurk there. So in New England, there is an aquarium in Boston, and it's very famous to that area because of the seals that you can see in the tank outside of the aquarium. And these seals are not just animals to be kept in an aquarium or in a zoo, but they're actually there to be helped for medical treatment, right? So they might be injured out in the water, and they take them into the aquarium, they take care of them there, and once they feel better, they let them back into the waters. Thank you for listening today. We do have links related to each of our stories. If you want the link for this article, you can find it down in the description below.